All right. We're back. I know my camera's not working.
I'm hoping that Auntie treated you a little better than it did me.
Yeah, but I definitely
Still no idle hit for Seadubbs. Brutal. Just absolutely brutal on Seadubbs' part.
Y'all are good. Go for it. He's back. All right. At least that's the word on the street there, Nandre.
I don't know why my camera's not working.
Okay,
It's
okay.
so weird, but whatever.
All right. All right.
Let's do that then.
Nandre at minus $14 with the credit card. Yeah, it's a little brutal.
Though to be honest, I don't think it's gonna change anything.
Yeah, I actually think one interesting point here was smiley face mattering for Nandre. Because it was giving him a lot of plus mult in the beginning for Baron to play off of.
Bummer. Yeah, you had an unlucky idle hit then, didn't you?
No, I had a lucky one and I thought I was on the PvP blind and I went into it.
Oh no. I just couldn't. I did. I don't know if you're able to view my deck. I did my first ever Ouija.
Oh yeah.
With a turtle bean. So I had like 17 fours.
I grabbed the bean too. You went the hack route? I didn't go the hack. I went back into it and I don't know, I should have just done it when I had the idol.
Again, the hack thing was just a lucky thing because I Ouija'd and got fours. So I ended up keeping the hack because of it. So, a little bit of a lucky one.
They do have one more game to play.
Oh, you hit fours off of it.
I hit off of the Ouija, yeah. I was like, we have a 1 in 4 chance of hitting a hack card. Might as well try it. And we got the fours. So that was the only reason why I was scoring, because I could play 5 of a kinds with my family. That was the only reason why I was scoring so much so quick.
Well, Seadubbs' first win.
Okay, we got
in the match con. I am so sorry that this stream has been so scuffed.
The gameplay just flips back.
I think it just flips back, yeah. So you get to pick. Well, I pick deck, you pick stake. Is that how it works?
You get to pick whatever you want first, and then I get the other one.
Well, I'm just gonna pick white stake then.
All right, well, we're just gonna run it back.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Alright. Sorry, chat. Just pulling that off real quick.
Oh, that's so...
Plasma deck, white stake. Yeah, Nandre did have an idle hit and maybe should have skipped. But I understand what Nandre is doing by having Baron still there. I actually think, again, Smiley was just doing a little bit more than we would have thought. I hate that when restream goes down, it makes a whole new YouTube live stream, unfortunately. So, just fixing that really quick. I also don't know why my stream elements is not working. But we'll deal with that another time. Do any of the MLBers ever go gold stake black deck? You don't get to choose both elements in the game. So we've seen it once or twice, but not too many. It's pretty rare. And no one's done it in the playoffs, at least thus far. Seadubbs going full chip build, which you're often going to see on the plasma deck early. Maybe even a Hierophant here, or an early Justice into a Queen to start building into a glass card very early. I think he's a very valid play, and is the one that Nandre's going to choose here. Now, the question here is, Nandre sell the Cloud9 to afford Ice Cream, or do you punt on the Ice Cream knowing it's going to hurt you in the PvPs early on with the chips, or even punt Crafty Joker? Think you take Gold Seal 10? Maybe. Nandre give up Crafty Joker? That's true. Nandre is very loyal to the Crafty. '07 to the Cloud9. Kind of surprised that Seadubbs didn't get it. Where did the business card come in for Seadubbs? First shop? Oh, interesting. Nandre turning everything into hearts, which is valid. Although with the limited econ, you could argue going the devil for the gold card could also make sense. But a devil now in hand. Looking for the flush. Though basically anything right now wins. Interesting to not see the devil used before that hand was played to get the extra $3. Has anyone done red stake specifically? I don't think anyone has ever done red stake. I feel like Seadubbs probably has the first PvP in a good spot, especially getting that Scholar.
I am not upset.
It's going to be a big flush for Seadubbs here. And some decent money, too.
Those are really bad draws.
I'm almost with you.
Can Nandre get a second flush? Just missed it. Otherwise, I think Nandre would have had it, actually. Oh, no, he does have a second flush. Oh, Oh, wait.
shit,
I
Nandre, I think.
Seadubbs is a card
Yeah,
art.
I wanna
Throws
hear
me
that
for a
song,
loop
though.
sometimes. I thought the
A couple
10
things
was a
disappeared.
spade. Never mind.
Sounds good. I'll see you in the next one.
See?
Alright. So where does Nandre go from here? Do we hang and try and build towards a specific card? Seadubbs bought the bigger pack first, which enabled him to get a Hermit earlier. That's just kind of complete RNG that gave Seadubbs more money. Nothing you can really do about that. There's arguments to open either one first. The Oops All Sixes is going to be massive for Seadubbs with the business card. That's a lot of money that this is going to turn into. The score is Seadubbs is up 2 games to none. The YouTube stream should be back up, Audrey. It's unfortunately a different link though. Yeah, I mean this econ is out of control for Seadubbs. The oops and business card are one thing, but again, he got the good timing on the Hermit, which turned into a second good timing on another Hermit. Just really good RNG on that side of things. Seadubbs Ouija again. That did not pay off. That one I think was Seadubbs doing a heat check, seeing how lucky Seadubbs could get, and completely whiffed on the Ouija. And I was going to have one less hand size and a bunch of cards that you don't really want. Yeah, that was a fadeaway contested 3 at the buzzer from a, it just not good. Not good for Seadubbs. I don't want to say it's going to throw away the lead he has currently, but it certainly makes it a lot closer. They are on White Stake Plasma deck. You can see the little white stake next to the scoring symbols if you ever need to check. I like this decision by Nandre to go for the oops. I really do. Already has a couple lucky cards. Can help with econ in that way. And then obviously if you see the Bloodstone later, it's very important to have that oops. Now the downside to oops in vanilla is the glass cards. It's something you don't have to worry about in ranked play that makes oops all sixes, in my opinion, like one of the best, if not the best, utility jokers. In vanilla, there is a downside, and again, that downside is the glass cards. You can't see it when when they're not scoring. I think Nandre's debating here on making some stars for the rough gem or just getting the $16 here. Yes, glass is banned in traditional ranked multiplayer that they play on the Discord server, and it, you just don't see glass cards. So oops, breaking a glass card is not nearly as big of a consideration. Why is everything banned on ranked? Because they don't want to have fun. Ranked multiplayer is for the players to have a very competitive environment. It's not meant to be entertaining for the viewer or entertaining to play. You can argue that being more competitive is more entertaining, but the only thing they have in mind is making it as competitive as possible. And it's kind of its own game. It's not necessarily Balatro. Oh, unmute. My apologies. Let's hear what the competitors are talking about. If this glass breaks for Seadubbs, it's going to be brutal. With it being on a red seal.
That's better than what I can do.
I think that's all I got, though.
The Space Sugar going crazy with the 2 and 4. This glass should not break on Nandre's side of things. Wait, did Nandre use a glass already? I'm a little confused by that. Nandre must have played a glass prior. Or Seadubbs played one prior and it already broke.
That's fair. I know how that feels right now. I don't have much for you.
Seadubbs has a lot of money. That's one thing he did have. The money is kind of dispersed. And Nandre's now in a better spot financially. See if he can shift the game around. Now, Seadubbs did find a photograph with all that money. That is a card you really, if you're gonna have an economic advantage for one ante and see cards your opponent doesn't, photo is up there in terms of cards you're gonna want to find. I would say photo, blueprint, brainstorm, idol, ancient, bloodstone, and then any retriggering jokers are all ones that could really change the course of the game. So Seadubbs trading the economy for scoring after finding that thing, or finding a certain joker in an ante that his opponent was not going to be able to get to with their economic position. But now it's flipped. Nandre should be able to find plenty of jokers and cards in general that Seadubbs is not going to see in the shop by having any kind of econ. First of all, I think Nandre has more lucky cards, which should translate into money with the oops and that delayed gratification. Did Nandre just say I'm not doing Baron? He had to. He had to. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't want to play with the Baron either. Chat is off screen now. Yes, Atlas. For some reason, when my computer crashed, when I started back up, the chat is not working, but it's fine. I think at this point in the game, Seadubbs is in a slightly better spot. Just because, you know, Nandre's hoping to see good jokers. Seadubbs actually already has a couple good ones, if that makes sense. The arrowhead could be solid for Nandre. It's hard to sell that egg, though. He's going to see what's in the pack. I think that's a good move to do first. Once again, Seadubbs just getting the really sick timings on the Fools and the Hermits. The queue is shared for tarots among a few things with the shop. And so sometimes you can just get very lucky. And I think Seadubbs has just somehow parlayed every Hermit into at least one Fool with another Hermit. And again, because of the way they opened the packs in Ante 2, it led to a legitimate $60 difference between the two players. And again, I think we just saw it happen again in terms of the way Seadubbs open packs. The Midas mask for the money, but on 2 lives, I don't think Nandre's thinking about that one too much. Got a nice gold king. The Chad is good, and Nandre is very lucky that Seadubbs did not see that Chad with the photo. I think this could be enough chips to pass up the molt Seadubbs has in this round. We'll see.
Hey. Got anything good?
Yeah, I got some.
Oh, Seadubbs did find the Chad. I completely missed that. I'm kind of. I forgot that Seadubbs got the lucky fool into another hermit.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe a flush house here from Nandre. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna see.
Now I'm gonna sound like a butthole.
Well, I guess unfortunately for Seadubbs, there's not a lot of
I'm going to ship
face
this
cards.
Is all I got. I'm gonna ship this now.
Will the glass break?
Yeah, that might be all she wrote there, Nandre. Yeah, I'm definitely not beating that.
The chips prevail here.
We'll catch up soon.
Yes, sir.
Although, again, Nandre is going to have to make that shift to molt at some point. It can become a little bit easier for Nandre if that shift to molt comes via the way of a photograph of his own, because he does have a lot more face cards remaining. Seadubbs is still building into those 6s. I think Seadubbs is kind of forced to due to the Ouija that they had earlier, but it's rendering Photo Chad a little useless. And I don't think the 6s on their own without an Idol, Bloodstone, or Ancient is going to be nearly enough to compete with the chips. And if Seadubbs finds that, at this point, Nandre is making about the same amount of money, I think Nandre will also see it. Although, Seadubbs still has a oops, which should lead to a little bit more cash. I would be taking 8-ball, but that's just me, chat. You know your boy. Your boy's always taking it. You got Chad and Oops. Every single 8 is essentially 1.5 tarot cards. It's insane. I think Seadubbs is trying to go for full houses with jacks and 6s, but it's just a little difficult to make really matter. Nandre's addicted to the mime, and does he mime? He's going to death into another spade face card. Again, kind of going for the chip. Well, not kind of. Wholeheartedly going for the chip scoring on the plasma deck for this moment. Yeah, the Ouija early on has really handcuffed Seadubbs, and it's maybe a little bit of a sunk cost fallacy at this point where Seadubbs should just move on and with a photo chat build in the face cards, but we'll see. The glass here can be big, but instead Nandre's going to choose to build more spades. I don't think Nandre's going all in for the entire for all lives on chips, but definitely for now.
How are we feeling?
Worse.
Worse?
I found nothing there.
Oh no.
Interesting to not go with the chips instead of the glass as the thing to chat. Rip glass. Did Seadubbs' glass break? It did. I'm surprised Seadubbs did not do the foil for the chat
getting
here.
money either. That's my struggle. I'm managing money very poorly this round.
Yeah, losing the 10, that's
Money is
huge, because that 10 for Seadubbs could have become a jack
I'm
red
more
seal
into
with the photo.
trade-based economies.
Well, I didn't get my draw. I got 11 cards left in my deck and I didn't get my draw. That's terrible.
You have 11 cards left?
In my deck, yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh, I was like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
have to get rid of so much.
you didn't see all the 5 emulates?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't come anywhere near that, sadly. Oh, what? I promise I wasn't trolling.
Seadubbs accidental BM because Seadubbs this whole time has not realized how powerful photo chat is. And there you go. That's
It scored that much.
why is Seadubbs holding the oops for the glass. It's a good question. If Seadubbs puts the red seal on this jack, it may be Kearns for Nandre unless Nandre were to find and Seadubbs is going to run into a Pareidolia to turn the 6s into face cards, which is huge. The reason Seadubbs is holding the oops though with the glasses, oops is money. Oops doubles the money from all your lucky cards. Man, Seadubbs really loves the bean, which is understandable. But I feel like I'd probably throw away the bean at this point and just keep the oops. You know, if we kept the oops this long, I feel like you keep the oops going forward. But, you know, I'm not the one playing. There's the 8-ball again. flush house level for Nandre is a little helpful. Yeah, Nandre's gonna definitely need glass and something like a photograph or some kind of scoring here. We get a preview of what Seadubbs' score looks like. 356,000, but that's with no glass. That's just with the photo chat on the 5 of a kind. Seadubbs making, or Nandre making money with the reserved parking. Was there 6 cents there? The 6 cents is comical. Again, another thing you could you could have dropped the bean for. I think Nandre needs to glass at this position. Is Nandre going to reroll one more time and see what's in there? He does not enough to really pivot to anything specific, maybe? There have been a lot of beans this game. It is like a chili cook-off. There we go. Let's see what happens.
I got some stuff.
I haven't decided what I want to do here.
I got a few cards.
I have too many cards.
I'm curious to see what Nandre's glass play here does. I am surprised he isn't waiting for a flush house maybe to do this, but yeah, it wasn't that much more. The glass didn't make a huge difference.
I still didn't get what I wanted.
I can't catch that, so it's GG's.
Wow.
Where'd you find a
photo? Deep re-rolling in what? I think our third or fourth round. It was two rounds ago, right before our last PvP.
Was it before last PvP?
I said I won't be
No,
able to
photo
beat
was
you?
way long ago. Seadubbs is misremembering.
The reason why I was saying that is because I
That was very bad luck on Nandre's side for that one.
And I was stuck with a bunch of 6s, and so I was playing 5 of a kind 6s the entire time. And we had just found that photo before that round, and I played 4 of a kind jack, and I had a glass card with the jack. But I just didn't have 4 of a kind leveled up, so I didn't think it was going to do anything. But yeah, it was last round. I don't know where it was, whether it was in a pack or I rerolled for. But I just got chaotic with the Ouija again and tried to make it work.
Listen, it's a gambling game.
It is, apparently.
You do in PvP. You gotta gamble. I don't remember where the Ouija was. Maybe I didn't open that pack.
It was early. We didn't do spectral. No, it was early. Yeah, it was early.
It was
Early
very
spectral
early.
pack.
I don't remember if
I
I
had to
opened
think
it
because I'm
or
like, did we
not.
see a Sixth Sense? But
There
'cause
was
I
a
will take
Sixth
Sixth
Sense.
there was, but we skipped it because you just saw it, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, either way, huge GGs.
Yeah, GG's.
I'm at least glad that I was able to win the last two to make up for the first one being kind of
It's
sketchy.
all good. So,
So, but yeah. But
sounds good. Thanks
Alright,
for adjusting
Nandre.
your schedule to accommodate me. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Like I said, I was just running home from work. I can definitely try to do a little something a little bit different
Well,
next time.
GG's
but-
to
like-
both.
I feel like Zeno went out of his way to make sure everyone in the league hates the Pacific Standard Time.
No, I get that. Yeah, I don't hate it at all. It's just that I need to figure out days that would work.
All right, well, see you later, Go.
Hey, have a good rest of the night. Have fun with whatever you're doing, man.
All right, chat. We're gonna go ahead and raid Seadubbs.
That was really frustrating.
And maybe be on late tonight for a late night stream. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Sorry for all the technical difficulties today specifically. I think I have a solution. I'm going to package all the mods and everything together and just allow people to use that. And I'll be working with Gabe tonight on fixing. I actually think we have the overlay mod where it needs to be. It just can be a little bit convoluted on how to set it up. But thank you so much. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.